Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on here and do another collective reading because I'm feeling so many shifts and changes right now to the collective unconscious, and it was actually kind of weird. Just before I went to film this reading, or I was on my way to film this reading, suddenly there was a thunderstorm, which was great. We haven't had rain here for like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something, so it was very welcome with some rain. But the weird thing was that when I stepped out and I kind of heard that thunder, I was hearing through the subconscious, and it was almost as if this was the voice of some long lost god or something. And this god was saying, like, our daughters will no longer be violated. And right as this voice was saying that, it really started thundering and things. And so I was like, okay, it definitely feels like there is a shift here to the matrix, and that there are some new forces that are kind of coming into the collective unconscious. Personally, I don't see these messages that I'm getting and things like that. I don't necessarily see it as beings in the same way that, we are human beings. That's how it comes through. Yes, through the subconscious, it comes through as, a humanoid kind of being talking to me, but I believe that it's more like forces, and it's just my mind that interprets it in that way so that it feels like a being. But anyway, I do feel like there are a lot of shifts happening, and I'm also feeling it internally. A lot of heartache coming up, kind of is like release, almost like grieving. And I'm hearing like grieving the long lost souls. That's what it feels like. It's like grieving all of these people that their voices were taken from them. That's what I'm feeling, and they just had to live like slaves, basically. So I'm really feeling a lot of pain in my throat chakra right now. So I wanted to come and do a reading to see if I could get some guidance on what is going on. And I thought, why not film it and share it? So let's see here. I'm gonna pull from the shamanic oracle first. Yeah, I am feeling that this actually has a lot to do with the shifting of the financial system. I definitely feel that for some of you, like if you've been walking a path of, how can I say it? It's like humility. If you've been walking a path of humility and letting go of things that may have been difficult for you to let go of because you really felt like it was the right thing for you, I feel like luck is really about to shift for you. And especially if you've had a difficult time with money, I feel like somehow things are going to start to change, but it feels like it's going to come in slowly at first. And I'm feeling that it has something to do with like that is like almost like we have to learn to hold a new type of energy related to money. No greed. That's what I'm feeling. It can't be connected to greed anymore. It's almost what I'm getting for some of us that has chosen this path of kind of like the 5D. So let's see. And it cannot be connected to lies anymore, is what I'm getting. Like there is no more faking. When it comes to money, it's supposed to be like authentic, is what I'm getting. What I'm getting for some of you is that you're on the path of like you're meant to be free and have your freedom intact, yet still like be rich, have money, be abundant. And I feel for a lot of you the same is going to be true for any relationships that you have, particularly romantic relationships, that it's like you're meant to be able to feel free and in your integrity, even when being in a romantic relationship. So it's like not so much compromising. It's more about finding the person that, or people, if we're talking relationships in a broader sense, it's like finding the people that actually match you and your vibration, and I'm hearing, and your purpose. Okay, so any cards for us here? Yeah. Wow, okay, some cards, loads of cards. Okay, let's see. The spiral underneath the deck. And then, wow, it's interesting. 3 cards coming out in reverse. The beauty way, the staff, the 3 of life in reverse. Oh, but then also the curse also did come out in reverse. You know, like I said, with these long lost souls, that their voices, their truth were taken from them. And so I feel like they lost this path of empowerment. You know, the staff, I feel it speaks about having your power in your hand. The beauty way is kind of self-explanatory. I feel it's just this path of ever unfolding abundance, kind of. And then the tree of life, multidimensionality, I feel, and just having this understanding of reality. And so I feel like, and one more card came out, this in the upright, the lower world. So I feel like there is some clearing going on now. So you might be feeling things coming up from the lower world. I honestly feel like a ghost right now. Like I feel like I'm dead. It's weird. So let's also pull a few cards from the Rider-Waite. Tower just slid out right away. And also the Three of Cups here. So I do feel like reunions. Actually, what I do feel like is that for those of you who've been walking this path of really kind of connecting to your own truth, and being really brave, I feel, because with this card, this is really like energetically standing up to the oppressors of the past, and choosing to make decision based on your inner truth, even if that makes you really, really scared. That's what I'm feeling with this card. And so it's almost as if for those of you that have been walking down such a path, it's gonna be easier because there is a shift happening now, and I feel like this is gonna happen around the Gemini new moon in regards to relationship. It's almost as if the people that have chosen truth, their truth, like just like the truth of the heart, you know, the feeling, what feels like truth, people that are choosing that path, they are gonna start to align more and more with people that are like that. That's what I'm feeling. But then there's also a large group of people, of course, that they have chosen, it's like they want to be right, and they don't care so much about, you know, that feeling of truth. It's like that desire to be right and to kind of dominate the narrative is more important to them at this point in time. And so these people, they are more gonna go into this kind of like tug of war energy, battle energy. That's what it feels like. But it's almost like they're gonna be busy doing their thing, and then that opens up a lot of space for other people to, it's almost like there is a new world opening to a lot of us right now energetically. It feels like it's gonna get so much easier to just connect to our higher selves and just be who we are, like who we feel like we want to be, what feels like right to us, you know. So I love that. Son of Wands, yeah, it's rising, you know, we're rising. But I'm actually hearing like we're dancing. It feels like we're starting to dance with the, it's like the incoming waves for some of us. Yeah, and the death card in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you've gone through this huge, long, and it's not even an ego death, it's like a soul death. Like, where you, it's like letting go of the collective soul, and really starting to connect to your own individual soul. And that is what makes you really kind of different in the eyes of others. Like, people may not be able to understand you at first. You may not be able to understand yourself. Like I said, it's like you get these inklings that you can't really explain with your logical mind, because these are like, these are new paths that haven't existed in the collective before, that is coming in, is what I'm feeling for some of you. And this feeling of like that, I think many of us have been held back by, this feeling of, it's almost like this gray cloud of energies around us, just constantly making us doubt ourselves, and constantly like, it's almost like they've been eating us in the astral. That's how I see it as a lot of the times. I feel like they're leaving like the earth plane. It's like they're going back to heaven almost now. Because it's something with that, you know, that voice that I heard with the thunderstorm. It's something with that feels like almost like the divine masculine or something. It's like the father. It's almost like a god, but it's like the new face of God or whatever. It's like a new expression of the father archetype, or the divine masculine archetype, is coming in. That's what it feels like. I'm actually hearing that it's the template of the Ascended Master, and that some of you are rising to be like that. That template is coming in for us now. And what I'm seeing it is as we're growing taller. And so for some humans right now, it's almost as if they're starting to become so tall that they're no longer kind of trapped within this old cloud that used to be the collective matrix. It's like they have become taller, they're rising above it, and so now they're connecting to the blue sky above that cloud, and that becomes their source of being, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that makes sense with this card. It's like growing, becoming taller. Yeah, and then the star comes out. So I feel like a lot of healing coming in right now, a lot of clearing, a lot of healing. Oh yeah, definitely underneath the deck was also Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups. But I feel like it's very much happening on a private level right now. Quietly, it's happening kind of like behind the scenes, I feel. So we may not see yet the significance that this period is gonna have, is what I'm feeling. How much things are gonna change. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like a change happening, you know, suddenly something changes direction. Yeah. And underneath it was the Father of Cups. So I feel like it's the underworld. It's actually the underworld, I feel, that is changing. I'm hearing that it's clearing up. It's clearing up. Like all of these jaded spirits that have been very present and kind of like on our backs, you know, making things quite heavy energetically. It's like suddenly they're gone. Suddenly they've been cleared. It's like we did it, you know, clear the karma. Yeah, if that happens, I'm gonna be so happy. Wow, that's gonna be so crazy. Let's see, anything else we need to know? Yeah, and then the Mother of Cups and the Fool coming out. Yeah, and the Three of Cups. So after that happens, that's when I feel like reunions are gonna start to take place, like between people that are kind of the same cloth, but that it's like they had to be on their own to connect to this template of the Ascended Master. Because I feel like to be an Ascended Master, you have to be solid on your own. Like, even if everyone around you falls, you have to be able to stand up straight. You know what I mean? And so it's like we have to be on our own when we build that internal strength. So that's what I'm feeling, that if you're feeling burdened right now, if you're feeling like there is a lot of heavy uh, emotions, yeah, I'm with you. I definitely feel it, but these are about to leave is what I'm getting. So just continue to choose peace, continue to protect yourself from energies that aren't currently able to see your highest good. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to have a relationship with them in the future. It just means that it's almost like right now we need to have this bubble, I feel, to keep our integrity. Right now that is important because it feels like there's so many kind of templates coming in that requires us to honor ourselves, like to take our bodies seriously and see our own sacred nature in a sense. And if we're constantly allowing other people to, I'm hearing, trash us, then we're just not doing that. It's like we're not open to those Ascended Master templates. So that's what I'm getting. It looks really good though. So if you're feeling heavy, don't give up. Uh, with these cards, it looks like things are about to get a lot easier. So take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.